All right, I'm here with Karen, and she's on her second cruise, the Harmony of the Seas. It's her second Caribbean cruise, and the second this year. I'm gonna ask Karen a couple questions about what she thinks about cruising so far.
Catch the cruise news and some travel tools with Cruising Jules. Ba-da-ba.
All right, Karen, first of all, do you think you'll ever cruise again?
Absolutely, I will, and I know I will because I've got another cruise booked.
You have another one booked. What is it?
It's going around the Cape of South America,
Yes.
and that's a 2-week cruise, and I can't wait. That's starting in February, February 2024.
Cool. Have you always cruised on the same brand?
No, I've only been on 2 cruises, and I'm not brand loyal.
Okay. What made you book this cruise?
The opportunity to see some different Caribbean islands, and the opportunity to cruise with you. An experienced cruiser. Cruise with the best.
Maybe I had something to do with this. What did you think about those islands in the Caribbean so far?
Awesome. I think that's like one of the best parts is the destinations and how easy it is to get to them, and otherwise it would be a lot more expensive and challenging to get to each of those different islands.
What's your typical vacation looking like prior to cruising? What type of vacation?
All-inclusive resort, Mexico, Dominican. We went to Cuba once, that type of all-inclusive resort. And then European vacations in the summer.
So would you still continue to do those types of vacations and cruising, or just one or the other?
No, I think a mix is good, and my family hasn't been on a cruise yet, but so far they do enjoy going to a resort.
Do you think they'd like a cruise?
I think they would, and I'm going to make sure that we come on a cruise as a family.
Okay, after South America, what would you look for in a cruise ship when you're booking a cruise for yourself or for your family? And would it be the same?
For my family, there might be different considerations, but I think there's 3 primary factors. One is destinations, so ports of call are important because I want to be able to see the world, so that's very important. Second would be price, and then third would maybe the ship. And if I'm considering my family, my husband's worried about getting seasick, so maybe a larger ship would be better for him.
Good. Do you have something in mind for your family? Because there's going to be 3 of you, right? At least 3 of you going?
3 of us. Yeah, it'll be just 3 of us. And yeah, I think they would enjoy the Caribbean because they like resorts, so go see some different islands. Ones that, we are less inclined to book, like go to St. Thomas for a week. It's just easier to go to an all-inclusive resort. So this way they can see a few different islands, get a taste of cruising life, and they can decide for themselves.
Right. And then maybe they could go back to the island for a longer vacation if they really like that port of call.
That's right.
Right? Any other tips for cruising?
Well, the one thing that attracts me to European cruises in the summertime is that it just makes logistics really easy. We haven't done it, but I would like to do some European cruises because last summer we went to London and Paris. We plan it and take care of everything ourselves, but it's a lot of work ahead of time to get it all organized, all the plan, all the transportation, wherever you're going to stay. Are you staying somewhere here that is central? All of those sort of things. Like, it's a ton of work. Whereas I feel that a cruise where you're in a different port, different city every day, it takes care of your accommodations, your transportation, and then you get to see these cities, and then we can always go back.
Yeah. Now, what do you think about the food?
There is endless food. There is something for everyone. If you go hungry or you don't like the food,
Okay, what about the value? So I'm thinking we probably spent $1,000 each on this cruise, right? $1,000 US.
I was thinking about that this morning. So it's $1,000 US for the week. And what you get to see, all your food, your accommodations, it's really only about, $125 a day. That is incredible value.
And we get entertained.
Yeah, the entertainment on a cruise ship is way better than any of the kind of resorts. Like, just the technology behind it, the quality, the caliber, the variation. Let's face it, the resorts, you're going to get a Michael Jackson show, but they're all kind of something to do in the
They're not
evening.
multi-million-dollar productions.
No.
So
Ones here are impressive. Like, you would pay a lot of money to go to these shows if they were coming through Toronto or
on land.
City. Yeah, on land you would pay $80-$90 in handling fees.
Yeah, on this cruise we did a few things. We did the comedy show the first night. We saw an ice skating show. although we couldn't watch the whole diving show because the weather's been adverse and it's not safe for the divers to dive that high. But we still saw part of the show and it was great. That was really cool, actually. Another reason to come back to this class of cruise ship so you can see the rest of the show.
The LA, Las Vegas performer.
The Letterman, Mark Preston?
Yes.
Is that his
Yes.
name? Mark Preston from the Lettermans. What did we see last night? Something.
Yeah.
Oh, the juggler.
Oh yeah, the juggler.
World-class juggler with over 1 billion views on social media. Tonight is Greece's production.
Do something every night.
Yeah, we just had the Heroes Veteran Celebration in the promenade. Aren't you glad you came on that first cruise with me, Karen?
So glad. So glad. Thank you,
It's
Julie.
been fun. I'm glad that she came. She's a great travel partner.
I'm going to tune into your channel, Cruise and Jewels, for more updates and cruise tips.
All right. Thanks, Karen. Thanks for chatting with us. See you later.
Catch the cruise news and some travel tools with Cruise and Jules.
If you're interested in learning more about cruising, please hit the like or subscribe button. Thanks and have a good day.